Hello friends, welcome to my channel Maths Corner. So today we are here with our new brand Solution of Triangles course. So in this playlist we will be covering whole solution of triangles and this will be an awesome series. My name is Saman Patlia. So this is the Solution of Triangles SOT complete course. So if you have not yet subscribed my channel, subscribe it and like the video and hit the like button. Okay, so let us start with the preview of the topics that we are going to cover today. So today we are going to cover, first of all, we'll understand the meaning of solution of triangles. Then we'll move to sine rule, then cosine rule, then projection formula, then Napier's analogy. We also call this a tangent rule, and then we'll go to half angle formulas. Okay, so this are much topics we are going to cover today. So let us start with first of all, what is the meaning of solution of triangles? Okay, so, meaning of SOT. First of all, if three sides of a triangle and the three angles of triangle are given, so this three sides and three angles. So the first of all, the notation you must know that this is a triangle ABC. ABC are its vertices. So the vertice, the side just opposite to the vertex A, we call this side length as small a. The side length just opposite to the B, we call this as small b. We don't do this by small b. And just opposite to small, just opposite to vertex C, we denote the side by small c. And this is my angle A, this is my angle B, and this is my angle C. So this is the meaning of the the abbreviations of the sides and the angles. Okay. So first of all, what is the meaning of SOT? So first of all, the process of finding the unknown elements. So there are six elements of a triangle, three angles and three sides. So the process of solving a triangle or the finding the unknown elements. Okay, so finding the angles or the sides of a triangle. This process is known as solution of triangle. Okay, so this process we call as solution of triangle, or in short, we can call this as SOT. Okay, so this is my solution of triangle. Okay, so let us first of all move to sine rule. Now, what is sine rule? So, the prerequisites of the solution of triangle is trigonometry. So, you must have a good knowledge of trigonometry. The trigonometric equations are not yet required in the SOT, but you must know some basics identities of trigonometries. There is cos 2 theta, sin 2 theta, and the another thing you must know that thing. Okay, so first of all, let us move to sine rule. So what is sine rule? We also call sine rule as law of sines. Okay. So sine rule, we have used the notation that I have told you in the previous slide. Okay. So suppose this is my triangle ABC. This is ABC and opposite to A is small a, opposite to B is small b, and opposite to C is small c. So sine of angle A. So this will be some angle A. So sine of angle A by A will be equals to sine of angle B by B and will be equals to sine of angle C by C. Okay, so I can write down that sine of that angle upon the side opposite to that angle will be equals to sine of other angle of a triangle upon the side opposite to that angle. So what we can write down this as sine of angle A upon small a will be equal to sine of angle B upon small b will be equal to sine of angle C upon small c. Now this we have done. Now let us understand the proof of this sine rule. What is the proof of this sine rule? Suppose I have this a triangle. This is my triangle. Let's suppose this is a triangle of me. That is triangle is ABC. Now in this triangle ABC, the I have dropped a perpendicular altitude. This is my perpendicular altitude that I have dropped from A. This is my perpendicular. This is 90 degree. This is also 90 degree. Let's suppose the height of this perpendicular drop or the height of this altitude be h. Now, what will be the length of the side opposite to it? The length will be A, this length will be B, and this length will be C. Okay. Now, this is my angle B, this is my angle A, and this is my angle C. So, this is I have the triangle drawn I have now. Okay. Now, what I will do is in triangle ABD. Now, what is my D? Here I am drawing this as I am marking this as D. Okay, so here I am marking this as D. So what I can do is in my triangle ABD. So this triangle in my triangle ABD. So I am talking about this triangle. So what I can write down is I have sine of angle B. So sine of angle B. What is sine theta? Sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So your perpendicular is H, hypotenuse is C, and this is 90 degree. So what is here will be here sine of angle B will be equals to perpendicular H upon hypotenuse C. Okay. Now what here? What will be my sine of C in triangle ACD? In triangle ACD, what will be my sine of C? My sine of C will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse, which is perpendicular upon hypotenuse B, which will be H by B. Now from here, from the sine B is equals to H by C, I can deduce the value of H. From here, I can write down that H is equals to C sine B, C sine B. And from my second equation, I can write down that H will be equals to B sine C. Now I can equate these two equations as H is equals to H. So I can write down as C sine B is equals to B sine C. So I can write down C sine B is equals to B sine C is equals to B sine C. So I will just rearrange the terms. So sine B upon B, I will transfer B here and C there. So to get sine B upon B is equals to sine C upon C. What I will get is sine B upon sine of angle B upon side B is equals to sine of angle C by C, small c, that is side length. Now, in this case, I have got two equations. This is my 2. But if I have dropped the perpendicular, if I have dropped the perpendicular from B instead of A, I will get, if I drop the perpendicular from B to AC. Now I have dropped the perpendicular to from A to BC. But if I drop the perpendicular from B to AC, I will get that sine of A by A. I will do the same process. The sine of A by A will be equals to sine of C by C. I will do the same process and I will get this thing. Okay, I will do the same process to get this thing. Now I can equate these two equations. I can equate these two equations as a sin b by b sin c by c and sin a by a sin c by c. So from here I can deduce that this sin b by b is equal to sin a by a is equal to sin c by c. So this is my sine rule that I will call this. This is my sine rule. Okay, sin a by a is equal to sin b by b is equal to sin of c by c. So this is my sine rule. Okay, now let us move to our cosine rule. Now cosine rule is also very important, is also very interesting also. So what is my cosine rule? My cosine rule says that cos of angle A is equals to b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc. And similarly cos of b is a square plus c square minus b square by 2ac. And cos of angle C is a square plus b square minus c square by 2ab. So these are my three formulas, but you didn't have to learn all these three formulas. You have to learn some pattern. In solution of triangle, you will notice that in each type of formulas, you will have some symmetry. Okay, so here cos of angle A. Here if you see that the angle which I am finding the cosine will be some minus of A square. So if I am finding cos of angle A, then at last it will be minus of A square and last all will be the plus plus. Or for example, here I am finding cos of B, so here will be minus of B square. And in the denominator, you have to find a product of 2 times B. The all the sides excluding the angle side. So here if it is A, then you will write 2BC. If it is B, then you will write 2AC. And if it is C, then you will write 2AB. Okay. So this is the cosine rule. Now let us move to the proof of this cosine rule. So now also I will draw a triangle. Okay. Now I will draw a triangle ABC. This is my triangle ABC. This is my triangle ABC. Okay. Now what I am doing here is I am dropping a altitude. Now again I am dropping an altitude from A, and I am calling the length of this altitude as h. So I am letting the length of this altitude as h. Now this will be in the A, this will be my B, and this will be my C, and I'm calling this intersection of the altitude at the side BC as I'm calling this as D. Okay, now I'm assuming that the this AD divides BC into parts, that is BD and DC. So I am letting the length of BDS and letting the length of BDS X. So if this is X, the total length of BC is A. So this BC, this my DC length will be total minus X. Total is A. So this will be my A minus X. This will be my A minus X. Now now we will only use the Pythagoras theorem to deduce our cosine. This is 90 degrees, so this will be also 90 degree. Now from in this I can write down that in triangle ABD I will have this x square plus h square is c square. This is my Pythagoras theorem. So x square plus h square is equals to c square. Okay. Now I am calling this as equation number 1. Now, similarly, I will have in right angle triangle ADC. In right angle triangle ADC, I will add h square plus a minus x whole square will be b square. Now, what is my a minus x whole square? It will be a square plus x square minus 2ax. So, I will write down that h square plus a square plus x square minus 2ax will be equals to b square. Will be equals to b square. Okay, now I am calling this as my equation number 2. Okay, now what I will do is I will subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. Okay, so I will do 2 minus 1. I will do 2 minus 1. So what I will get when 2 minus 1? H square plus a square plus x square minus 2ax minus h square minus x square. So I will be left with a square minus 2ax. I will be left with a square minus 2ax. Okay, so a square minus 2ax. I have just subtracted the equation number 1 from equation number 2. A square minus 2ax will be equals to b square minus c square. This will be equals to b square minus c square. Now what I will do here from here is, now from here I can get that b square minus c square minus a square is negative of 2x, or I can transfer this b square minus c square here and this 2ax here to get a square minus b square plus c square. I can write down this as a square plus c square, a square plus c square minus b square is mine 2ax. Okay, now here what I will do is, here I will transfer this 2a. This 2a I will transfer in the denominator here to get x will be equals to a square plus c square, a square plus c square minus b square upon 2a. Now what is my x here? What is my x? So suppose in this triangle, what is my cos of angle b? What is my cos of angle b? This is my angle b. If I want to find out this cos of angle b, what is cos? Cos is base upon hypotenuse. So base is here is x, hypotenuse my c, x by c. So from here I can deduce the value of x by transferring this c, multiplying this with cos of b to get that x is equals to c cos b. X is equals to c cos b. So I will substitute the value of c there in my this equation. So this will be equals to c cos b. Now I will transfer this c in the denominator to get a formula for cos b. So I get cos of b, is equals to a square plus c square minus b square upon 2 times a times c, upon 2 times a times c. So this is my cos of b. Now similarly I will get the formula for cos of a and cos of c. How will I get is, I will do I will now here I have dropped the altitude from A. If I will drop the altitude from B, I will get a formula for cos B. And if I drop the altitude from C, I will get a formula for cos C. And you have to follow the same procedure to get our cosine rule. So the cosine rule is this. I am showing it again. Cos of A is this: B square by C square minus A square by 2BC. Cos of B is A square plus C square minus B square by 2AC. And cos of C is my A square plus B square minus C square by 2AB. So this is my cosine rule. Okay. Now let us move to our next topic, which is projection formula. Now it is a very easy formula. Now it's a very easy to prove. Now what is the symmetry follows in this? Here also symmetry is followed. So the side A, this side A is equals to small b into cos of c plus c cos b. Similarly, side B is equals to C cos A plus A cos C. And similarly, my side C will be equals to A cos B plus B cos A. So the symmetry follows it. If I want to find out the length of side C, side A, let's say side A. So I will do B into cos of C plus C into cos of B. Okay, so this is the symmetry that is followed here. And if I want to find the side length of A, then I will use B and C as my elements, and B with cos C and C with cos B. Similarly, if I want to find out the side length of B, I will use C cos A plus A cos C, and side length of C will be equals to A cos B plus B cos A. Now let us move to the proof of this thing. Let us prove this thing. Suppose I have a triangle. Can I am drawing a triangle ABC? Okay, so let me draw the triangle ABC. This is my triangle ABC. Okay, now what I will do here is this is my triangle ABC, and what I will do here is I will again make a perpendicular drop from A. So when I make a perpendicular drop from A, this is my perpendicular. I am letting this point of intersection be D. Okay, now what is my abbreviation I will use here is, so the side opposite to A will be A, and the side opposite to B will be B, and side opposite to C will be C. Okay, so this is my ABC as my side lengths. Okay, now what I will do here is I will in triangle ABD, in triangle my ABD. This is my right angle triangle, so this will be angle B. So I have that cos of angle B, cos of B will be equals to the length of AD, no, the length of BD, the length of BD. I am letting this as BD only upon hypotenuse, which is C. So my from here I can get out the value of BD, and BD will be equals to C cos B. BD will be equals to C cos B into C. Cos B into C, I can write down this as. Now similarly in my triangle ADC, in my triangle, this triangle ADC, I have that this is my angle C. So cos of angle C, cos of C will be equals to DC upon hypotenuse. This is base upon hypotenuse will be B. So from here I can calculate the value of DC. I can calculate the value of DC is B cos C. B cos C. Now I have DC as B cos C, and I have BD as C cos B. I have BD as C cos B. BD as C cos B. Now what I have to find out the value of BC. So what will my BC? So my BC will be BD plus DC. My BC will be BD plus DC. Okay. So what is my BC? So my BC will be BD plus DC. My BC will be BD plus DC. What is my BD? BD is C cos B. C cos B, and DC is B cos C. Now what is my BC? BC is actually A only, because it's the opposite side of to the angle A. So it will be my small a. This will be equals to my small a. So I get small a is equals to B cos C plus C cos B. Okay, now similarly I will, if I drop the perpendicular from B, I will get other formula, and if I drop the perpendicular from C, I will get other formula, and I will get these three formulas: A equal B cos C, C cos B, B is equal to C cos A cos C, and C is equals to A cos B plus B cos A. So this is my projection formula. Okay, so now let us move to our next topic, which is Napier's analogy, or this we also call as tangent rule. Okay, now what is my tangent rule? Tangent rule is not that much provable. So we can't prove tangent rule by a normal method. Okay, so I will just here prove that LHS equals to RHS. Okay, so I will prove that LHS equals to RHS. Now, what is my RHS? My RHS I can write down is given to me as B minus C by B plus C into cot of A by 2. Now, let us first of all understand the formula. I have tan of angle B minus angle C by 2 is equals to B minus C by B plus C into cot of angle A by 2. Similarly, tan of c minus a by 2 is c minus a by c plus a into cot of b by 2. And tan of angle a minus tan of angle b by 2 is equals to side length a minus side length b upon a plus b into cot of c by 2. Okay, now I have my RHS as b minus c into b plus by b plus c into cot a by 2. Now I will prove the one formula and the rest can be proved by the same method. Okay, so my RHS is b minus c by b plus c into cot of a by 2. Now I have to prove that this thing is equals to tan of b minus angle b minus angle c by 2. Now I can, how can I prove this? I will use from here, I will use my sine rule. Okay, so tangent rule is based on sine rule. Now what is my sine rule? My sine rule is that a by sine a is equals to b by sine b is equal to c by sine c, or the reciprocals can be true. B by sine b is equals to c by sine c. Now I am letting this both the all the three as, I am letting this as k, because all the ratios are equal and they will be equal to some quantity and I am letting that quantity to be k. Okay, so what will be my small b here? What will be my small b? My small b will be this k sine b. And what will be my small c? It will be k sine c. So I can substitute the values of small b and small c here. That is b minus c by b plus c. What will be? It will become k sine b minus k sine c upon k sine b plus k sine c upon k sine b plus k sine c. Now here I can cancel k on numerator and denominator. Now here into cot of a by 2 is also multiplied. Cot of a by 2 is also multiplied. Now I will sin b minus sin c upon k sin b plus k sin c. Okay. Now what I will do is I will write down cot a by 2 as cos a by 2 upon sin a by 2. So let me write down this as cot a by 2 as cos of a by 2, cos of a by 2 upon sin of a by 2 upon sin of a by 2. Now here 2 k will get cancelled out. Here k will get cancelled out from numerator and denominator. Okay. So what I will have is sin b minus sin c. I will apply the formula of sin b minus sin c. Okay, so after applying the formula sin b minus sin c, what is my sin b minus sin c? It is 2 times, right now, it will be 2 times sine of b minus c by 2 into cos of b plus c by 2. Okay, and on the denominator, what I have is, on the denominator, I have sin b plus sin c. What is sin b plus sin c? It will be 2 times sine of b plus c by 2 into cos of b minus c by 2. Okay, now I will do the clubbing. What I will do is I will club this sin b minus c by 2 with this cos b minus c by 2. I will club this with this, and I will club this with this to get to use the fact that sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. Okay, so what will be this is, here I can cancel out 2 and 2, and this is also being multiplied with my cos of a by 2 into sine divided by sine of a by 2. So I can multiply here with cos of a by 2, cos of a by 2 upon sine of a by 2. Okay, now what will be this? This will be sine b minus c by cos b minus c. Okay, so I can write down this as tan of b minus c by 2. So I can write down this as tan of b minus c upon 2, tan of b minus c upon 2. Now into this will be my become, this will be, I will remain this as it is, cos b plus c by 2 into sin b plus c by 2. I will not write down this as cot b plus c by 2. I will remain this as it is. So this will be mine, this will be mine, cos of b plus c by 2 upon sin of b plus c by 2 upon sin of b plus c by 2. Now what is multiplied here? The multiplied is cos of a by 2 by sin of a by 2 into cos of a by 2, cos of a by 2 upon sin of a by 2. Okay, now I will use here angle sum property. What is my angle sum property? That is sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So I have that A plus B plus C, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degree, that is pi. Okay. Now what will be my B minus C? What will be my B minus C? From here I can find out that my A plus B plus C is equals to pi, or I can write down that B is equals to pi minus A minus B, pi minus A minus B. Okay, so I will here write down that B minus C. I will subtract C on both sides, or I will add minus C on both sides to get B minus C is pi minus A minus B minus C. Okay, pi minus A minus B and minus C. Okay, so my B is equals to pi minus A minus B. So this is my C. So this is my C. So my C is equals to pi minus A minus B. So let me write down this again. Let me write down again. So my A plus B plus C is pi. My A plus B plus C is pi. So I can write down B plus C as pi minus A. Here I can write down B plus C as pi minus A, and I will divide this by 2. I will divide this by 2 to get B plus C by 2 is equals to pi by 2 minus A by 2. Okay. Now I will substitute the value of B plus C by 2 in this both. So this will be my cos of pi by 2 minus A by 2, and this will be my sine of pi by 2 minus A by 2. Now what is cos of 90 minus theta? And cos of 90 minus theta will be basically cos theta or sin theta basically. So cos of 90 minus theta will be sin theta. So here cos pi by 2 minus A by 2 will be sine of A by 2. So this will become my sine of A by 2. This will be my sine of A by 2. And this will be cos of B plus C by 2, which will becomes, this will be sine of B plus C by 2 will become cos of A by 2. This will become cos of A by 2. Now this will get cancelled. How will it get cancelled? This cos A by 2 get cancelled with cos A by 2, and this sin A by 2 will get cancelled with sin A by 2, and we are remained with tan of B minus C by 2. So I get that from this much of hard work, I get B minus C by B plus C into cot of A by 2, cot of A by 2. This thing is equals to my tan of B minus C by 2. In a similar way, I can prove that tan of C minus A by 2 is C minus A by C plus A into cot B by 2, and tan of B A minus B is A minus B by A plus B into cot C by 2. So this is my Napier's analogy or tangent rule. I can write down this tangent rule also. Okay. Now let's move to our half angle formula. So this is the most important formula also. Although the most important is sine and cosine rule, but this is also asked sometimes in our exam. So what is half angle formulas? So half, why we call this as half angle? Because here we are involved with A by 2, and here also B by 2, and here C by 2. That's why we call this as half angle formulas. Okay, so these also the symmetry is there. So if we are finding sine of angle A by 2, then we will not include a small a, that is side length A, in our RHS. So sine of A by 2 will be under root of S minus B, S minus C by BC. Now what is my S here is? Here my S is semi-perimeter. S is semi-perimeter. So S is semi-perimeter. I can write down the value of S as A plus B plus C by 2. S is equals to A plus B plus C, that is perimeter by 2, A plus B plus C by 2. Okay. So sine of A by 2 is under root of S minus B, S minus C by BC. Sine B by 2 is S minus C, S minus A by AC. And sine C by 2 is under root of S minus A, S minus B by AB. So here B, you have to find out sine of B by 2. So in the RHS, the small b will not be included. Here also the same symmetry is followed. Okay. Now let us prove this. Let us prove the half angle formula. So as Napier's analogy was a derivative of sine rule, in the same manner, this my half angle formula, I will prove this half angle formulas from cosine rule. Okay, I will prove this half angle formula from cosine rule. How can I prove this? I have cos of angle. I will prove this for one thing, and you can prove the other also by the same method. So cos of angle A will be equals to B square plus C square minus A square by 2 times BC. This is my cosine rule that I have proved earlier. Now what I will do is, from my trigonometric knowledge, I know that cos of 2 theta. What is my cos of 2 theta? My cos of 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sine square theta by 2, and 2 sine square theta by 2 of 2 sine square theta. So when I replace this 2 theta by theta, I get cos of theta or cos of A. Cos of A will be equals to 1 minus 2 times of sine square. This might, if my 2 theta get replaced with A, then my theta get replaced with A by 2. So this is my trigonometric knowledge. So I will use this knowledge here, that cos of A, this will be equals to 1 minus 2 times of sine square A by 2. 2 times of sine square A by 2. Now I will transfer this 2 sine square A by 2 on LHS, and this whole thing on RHS. So what I will get is, I will get 2 times sine square A by 2. 2 times sine square A by 2 will be equals to this will be equals to b square plus that is 1 minus b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc, or I can write down, I will take the LCM and write down this as 2bc 2bc minus b square minus c square minus b square minus c square plus a square. Just taken the LCM and done the rearranging the terms, divided by, in division what I will have, on division I will have 2bc. This will be 1 minus this all the cosine wala. Okay, so what I will do is, here I will take negative as common. Here I will take negative as common. So here I can write down this as negative of b square plus c square minus 2bc, b square plus c square minus 2bc plus a square upon 2bc. Now what is this? This is b minus c whole square. Okay, so this thing is my b minus c whole square, and this is my a square. So I can write down this as a square minus b minus c whole square minus b minus c whole square. On denominator I have 2 times of AC. Here I have 2 times of BC. I have 2 times of BC by 2 times of BC. Now here I will use the formula for A square minus B square. What this will be? This will be A plus B minus C into A minus B plus C into A minus B plus C. I just applied the formula A minus A square minus B square, A minus B plus C, and on denominator I have 2 times BC. Okay, so this I am calculating this. What is my this? This is mine 2 sine square A by 2. Okay, so this whole thing is mine 2 sine square A by 2. 2 sine square A by 2. Now what is my A plus B minus C? Okay, so I have semi perimeter. It is 2s. I will introduce semi perimeter. My semi perimeter is A plus B plus C by 2. Okay, so I can write down that 2s is equals to A plus B plus C. Or I can subtract negative of I can subtract negative 2c on both sides, minus 2c minus 2c to get 2s minus 2c, or taking 2s common I get 2 times s minus c is a plus b plus c minus 2c will be a plus b minus c, a plus b minus c. And from the same thing I can calculate that a minus b plus c, a minus b plus c will be equals to 2 times of s minus b. I will substitute this value. Why I am doing this? To make a formula easy to learn. I can learn this in this way also, but I want to make it easy to learn, so that's why I am doing this whole thing. Okay, so what will my a plus b minus c? My a plus b minus c will be 2 times s minus c, and what will my a minus b plus c? It will be 2 times s minus b. So I will just substitute the values to get 2 into 2, which will be 4 into s minus b into s minus c. And what is I have on denominator? I have 2 times bc, 2 times bc. This thing is equals to 2 times sine square a by 2. 2 times sine square a by 2. So I can cancel this 2 with 2 times here, and this 2 can cancel with this 2. To get sine square a by 2 is s minus b, s minus c by bc, and I will take under root on both sides to get sine of angle a upon 2. This is my sine of angle a upon 2. This thing will be equals to under root of s minus b, s minus c upon bc. So I have got the half angle formulas. The sine of a by 2 is under root of s minus b, s minus c upon bc. And similarly I will get sine b by 2 and sine c by 2 by applying the cosine rule, by applying this method for cos B and cos C. Okay, so I get sine of angle A by 2 is this, sine of angle B by 2 is this, and sine of angle C by 2 is this. Okay, so I have another set of formulas. I have another set of formulas, or from half angle formula only. It is cos of A by 2 is, so this is short formula. Cos of A by 2 is under root of S minus A by BC. Here A is in, if A is involved, then A is also involved here. And cos of B by 2 is under root of S minus B by CA, and cos C by 2 is under root of S minus C by AB. So the pattern that is followed here is, if you're finding cos of angle A, then on numerator it will be s into s minus the side opposite to angle A, which will be small a, s minus a. In the denominator it will be the product of other two sides. That is cos of A by 2 is under root of s minus A by BC, cos B by 2 is under root of s minus B by AC, and cos C by 2 is under root of s minus C by AB. Now, now it's proving it not that important. Okay, what I will, the fact I will use here is, I will again apply cosine rule only, but on my previous thing, on the previous proof, I have used that cos of A, or I proved that cos of A is 2 sine square A by 2, or 1 minus 2 sine square A by 2. This the fact I have used before to get the answer in terms of sine of A by 2. But I want the answer in terms of cos of something something, cos of A by 2. So this will be equals to, what is my cos of A? I can write on this as 1 minus 2 times. What is my sine square A by 2? I can write on this as 1 minus cos square A by 2 by using the property that sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Okay, so this will be 1 minus 2 plus cos square A by 2. I can write on this as 2 cos square A by 2. 2 cos square A by 2, 2 cos square A by 2 minus 1. This will be my equals to cos of A. Now I will substitute the value of cos of A from my cosine rule, and then transfer the one that side to get a formula for 2 cos square A by 2, and I will transfer 2 on that side and do the under root to reach to my required formula. So in this is same of the before proof, just you have to use the other thing, and the method is same. So that's my another formulas for half angle formulas. I have another one more set of three formulas for my half angle formula, that is 10 a by 2, 10 b by 2, 10 c by 2. Now this is that much not important. I will use here the fact, what I will use here is that tan of a by 2 is equals to sine of a by 2, sine of a by 2 upon cos of a by 2. Okay, so I will substitute the values of sine a by 2 and upon cos a by 2 that I have found in my previous slide. So what will be my sine of a by 2? My sine of a by 2 will be under root of s minus b, s minus c upon bc. And what will be my cos of a by 2? It will be under root of s times s minus a, s times s minus a by bc. Okay, so I will do that thing. I will just multiply this by reciprocating it. So I will get under root of s minus b, s minus c. Now this bc will get cancelled, and I will get divided by s times s minus a. So it's my tan of a by 2. So we have not learned this formula. We have to learn the sin a by 2 and cos a by 2 formulas. So this is very simple to prove. Just use tan a by 2 sin a by 2 by cos a by 2. You can prove the other two formulas as well by using the same fact. Okay. So this much only for today. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share. And don't forget to hit the notification button, the bell icon, to get a notification about my videos. Thanks.